we have the big things in our life. We have very big things in our life, like our job or our family, our spouse, our children, something that we're really committed to. And they can be like the main arteries of your heart. They really give you reason to live and pump and do what you need to do. And sometimes they get clogged and they fail. Sometimes major relationships of your life fail. Sometimes work fails. Sometimes the money fails. Sometimes your health fails. And one of the things that's really great to have is collateral support. So if you have a community like this, you may not know everybody here. You may not feel that connected to every single person. They might be that big in your whole life. But when you lose one of your main supports, it is fantastic to have the collateral support. And so this community which we have here, and you may not feel that deeply committed to it or involved with it yet, or you may be a long-time member who has been active for some time, but this community is a great support for us. We can't do it by ourselves. And to admit that we want to be part of a group is not a failing, it is a sense of honesty. If you really think about it, the core complaint is, I'm on the outside and I want to be in the group. And I want to be treated like I'm in the group. That sense of being in the group is the core of all that complaint. I don't feel like I'm part of it. And it hurts. And it slows me down as a human being, and I'm less successful, and I'm not satisfied with it as it is, and I want the respect and the love that comes by being in the group. This is natural. And so this whole idea of expanding who your people are is a spiritual practice, in my opinion. It is part of the unfolding of who we are as people, is to, over time, cease to see the differences to the exclusion of the oneness that joins us together. And instead, practice seeing that, you have the same desires that I have. You want what I want. You want, maybe not precisely, maybe you don't want the very thing I want, but you want what I want. I want to be happy. I would love to be accepted. I would love to have a deep sense of connection in this world and belonging. I'd like to have enough stuff that I don't worry about it. I'd like to be free. All these things you want too. But as we open our hearts and begin to expand who are our people, we have a very different experience in life. When those people are our people, we feel much better about it everywhere we go. We become a citizen of the world, not an outsider, by our own invitation, because we have extended the purpose of my life is now extended to you. So in a community like this, I think there's several ways to really feel like you own the place. And I'll start with the first one, which is to show up. To show up is really important. You can look at us online, and hello everybody online. You can look at us online, and that's good. But there's nothing like shaking somebody's hand, sitting right next to somebody, feeling them energetically, hearing them laugh. There's nothing like that. That's not substituted by a screen. It can't be completely done. Brick and mortar is what churches should be, not digital. This is the place. Come be part of it. Feel it. Breathe it. Vibrate with it. Next, pray for somebody. So over the last month, I've had quite a few people pray for me, and I just want to put a broad thank you very much. Couldn't wait. When you pray for people, something magical happens. You're offering the best that you can for them. You're giving them something of the best of you. And you're inviting the best for them. And the next thing I think is to actually contribute your time and your talent to the organization. to do something for everybody. But they come in and they do that service. And as they do that service, one thing happens to them, as it happens to every volunteer, probably in every institution, but here in this place, that you become an owner. When you own this place, it's a very different experience than if you are going to somebody else's church. I've seen this with people. They come up to me and before they've been volunteering or doing anything here, and they say something like, "Your church, blah, blah, blah." And after they become involved and done some, and given of themselves, they say, "My church," or "our church." It's really different. You become an owner as you give into it. It's a beautiful thing. So if you can do those three things, you can build a community around you. And if you can begin to use those techniques here, you can also use them at work or in your neighborhood or any other institution you're working with. So you want to show up, you want to say a prayer for people, you want to give them your best thought, and then you want to do something. The last trick, show up, pray for somebody, contribute, is to let it touch you. Let the community touch you. Then slip into gratitude, Let it touch you. Let yourself feel loved and important just the way you are.